In general, the genus Philodendron can be classified into three kinds based on their growth pattern: vining philodendrons, semi-vining philodendrons, and structural or crown philodendrons. Each of these philodendrons has different growth patterns, so they have slightly different levels of water and nutrient requirements. However, before preparing the potting soil for any plants, we need to keep in mind what are the requirements of that particular plant species, because a good potting mix will give you more success with growing any plant species. However, the potting soil I'm going to share can be used to grow any species of philodendrons. First of all, I'm adding 1 part coco peat. These are salt-free, minerals-free coco peat that is finally refined by fungicide. 1 part well-rotten compost. I always go with vermicompost because it maintains and continues the decomposition process. However, you can use cow manure or leaf manure. Then, to increase the porosity as well as the moisture retention of the soil, adding 1/3 part chopped coconut shells, which are also known as cocoa chips. Now the cocoa chips I have taken are quite big, so try to take around 4 or 5 cm long chopped pieces of coconut shell. Then adding 1/2 part rice husk. This particular component has many beneficial sides. It improves drainage, increases the airflow, and keeps the media lightweight, but at the same time releases amino acids when it decomposes. Then adding 1/3 part of garden soil. Now it's optional, but I like to use soil that adds various kinds of microbes to the potting mix. Then adding 1/2 part pumice to increase the grittiness of the soil. And finally adding 1/2 part tree barks, which are around 4 or 5 cm long. Tree barks also turn the soil loose and release amino acids during decomposition. Then mixing all the ingredients. And this is the potting soil that I use to grow philodendrons. You can see the prepared soil looks like similar to the soil of the tropical forest. Now I have imported a philodendron cherry red from Thailand about a month back, which has a very interesting leaf color. The new leaves appear with a cherry red color, and over time the color fades and turn into orangish green color, and finally the leaves turn deep green. However, now I am going to repot the plant in this 8 inches wide and 4 inches deep terracotta pot, so the plant will look beautiful and can spray properly. Now it's a structural or crown philodendron, and I make sure the base or the crown is planted above the soil. After repotting, watering the plant thoroughly. So this is the update after 3 weeks. The plant has a new leaf and you can see how sweet the color is. It receives 1 hour of the direct morning sun and bright light for the entire day, and it's doing absolutely fine. If you want videos on philodendron care, then let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.